So folks, it's New Year's Day. Let me all wish you a good evening, a good New Year's Day, a good New Year. Let's hope it goes well from here. Let's hope today is a good day, starts on the right foot and gets better as the year goes on. We can only hope, can't we? Right, what have I got for you today? Well, we'll start with a bit of showbiz again, and not that there's much happening on the old showbiz front. I heard this yesterday, but I thought I'd relate today. Kerry, I'm worried about her. She needs some more surgery, she's saying. She's ready to go in for a lower facelift. I didn't know there was such a thing. I probably need them all over. I'd probably have the whole one myself if I was that way inclined. Luckily for me, I'm not. But no, Kerry is inclined. She is very much into the old procedures. She's decided next she needs a lower face one. Probably doesn't want to mess with the nose because that's just been done. So I'm guessing the lower face is behind the bonds that recently got reconstructed. Anyway, she's taken advice from a good friend, Katie Price, because Katie's had even more surgeries than her. And she's expecting to carry on with it later this year. Now, obviously, it's going to cost some money, but you and I, well, not me, but you'll pay for it, and folks like you, because folks like you read all the cack that she prints. She's also mentioned in the last couple of days she's really down and really depressed. She's worried about ending up on her own. Since she split with the fella, she's all on her own and all lonely, and she's worried she'll end up that way. Kerry, worry not. You'll keep writing these things. You'll write about your facelifts going right and going wrong, your boob jobs going right and going wrong, how you've been bankrupt a couple of times, how you keep bouncing back, and how you don't mind that you have to do OnlyFans and how you earn great money from it. And even though people call you, you're doing it for your family and this is what you do and you're not worried about what they all say. And you're telling us that everybody loves a sob story and everybody loves an underdog and that's what you are. And you're telling us all of this and people are listening. And people are loving you, and people are buying into it, and people are spending money. I ask why? But they do and they are. So you'll always have a few bob, which means you'll always be attractive to the chances that want to get with someone with a few bob. And as long as you see the right guy, next guy coming off the cab rank and he's to your satisfaction, bit of eye candy for you, you'll take him. And then you'll split up with him and then we'll go round again, it'll start all over again. I think you've got another 10 or 15 years of doing this yet. So you look like a real old boot and surgeries won't help you. Then it might be more of a struggle. But you never know. So, carry on doing what you're doing. I don't think you'll be alone for that long. I really, really don't. So that's Kerry Katona, sorted. Sophie Ellis Bextor, she's coming for some cat flat last night, hasn't she? They were saying she was cat last night in the old New Year's Eve concert she did on BBC One. She's come to a bit of prominence lately with, that catalogue of hits. Which one is it? Murder on the Dance Floor. Yes, that's the one. That's the catalogue. That's the song. That's her song, that one. It did well in that there America as well, so it's got a bit of prominence now. And she did the old school discos in lockdown. Many liked them and whatever else. And I thought, she's not strong enough to carry a BBC One show before and after the old festivities. I can't see it working. From what I've read, it didn't. I did see 2 minutes. It looked pretty poor, but I haven't seen 2 minutes. I'm a Jules Holland Hogmanay. Not Hogmanay, is it? Hootenanny, what am I on about? Hootenanny, I'm a Hootenanny person. I watched that last night. More about that later. But Sophie Ellis didn't go down too well. And then I'm reading about Gavin and Stacey today. Old James Corden saying, Gavin and Stacey was so successful because it just took normal people. And it's normal people getting together, marrying and so on and so forth. Because normal people do look and act like me and Ruth. And I thought, I get that. I know where you're coming from. Tell you what surprised me. As I'm reading the piece today on it, I skirted round it to be honest with you. It says he's on about normal people, and he's right. You don't get normal people meeting in midlife and getting married and so on and so forth. You don't see much of it on the TV anyway. Reading their ages, Ruth is 58. I couldn't believe it. I tell you what, as Ness, I know it's a bit of a costume on her and whatever else, and the tattoos and all of that. But you'd never believe she was 58. I'll tell you what, she looks good for her age, does Ruth. Very good for her age. 58, not bad at all, Ruth, not bad at all. And old James himself is 46. He acts about 6, but he's actually 46. And I know he's not well liked in showbiz circles, but I suppose he isn't bad at what he does. But I quite like the show. Did I see the Christmas one? Well, I seen it late, folks. I mentioned it. I'll give you a quick review on it now, my thoughts. Yeah, I seen it. I enjoyed it. In fact, I liked it a lot. There was a few moments where I had a good old chuckle. I liked it. It's all a little bit stupid, some of the things that Smithy and his mate does with the body shapes they pull and the things that they do and the dances that they do and the way they finish each other's sentence and whatever else. It's all a bit silly. But in its day, it was alright, and I've stuck with it, and it's fine. I mean, I'm not so sure mid-40 blokes would talk like they do, but I'll let it slide. The one probably disappointing thing I've got, and I've probably thought it the last couple of series, the only character I don't really take to in it, and he's played by a brilliant actress, is the Alison Steadman character. I mean, like right from the start, where a fella's playing the old golf inside the house, everything she's saying is just stupid. I can't see anyone of her age saying the things she says and having such a stupid personality and the way she delivers things. There might be more stupid people than her. There's lots of stupid people of all ages, but not folk that act stupid and talk babies like she does. And I think it's a bit too much. It's a character I'm not that keen on. So, no, not keen on Alison's character, but love all the rest. Uncle Bryn, oh, I love him. I could see him with his own series, I'd love it. I'd watch it, even if only he was in it. That'd do for me. Uncle Bryn is like your comedic Roy Cropper. The one-man shows that you could do a show around them. They're brilliant at what they do. No, I love Uncle Bryn. But yeah, I enjoyed the show. It was a good show. I thought it was alright. As I've said in the past, I'm surprised they don't do more, a whole lot more. They've got time on their hands to do it. Cordon's over here now. They don't need the money, but they're doing decent from it. They won't earn the kind of telephone numbers he earned in America, but he doesn't want to do that anymore. I can't understand, as I've said in the past, when the public like a show so much, and that's become like a modern day Fools and Horses. Don't get me wrong, it's not as good. It's nowhere near as good. It'll never be as good. For all it's loved, it'll never be as loved as much as Fools and Horses. But since Fools and Horses ended, it's probably the next big sitcom that families sit down to and watch. And it gives people a hell of a lot of pleasure. As I said before Christmas, I've never seen a show ever. I don't ever remember a show as hyped as that one has been before Christmas. Not the Eric and Ernie specials, not the Fools and Horses, nothing as much as this one. And I thought it was great and I enjoyed it, but it shows with how many have watched it that people have an appetite for it. So I can't understand why they don't do another couple of series. Why go out now when it's at the top of its game, when they both love writing it, people love watching it, the crowds are massive? Seems silly to me. Learn from Faulty Towers. They made a mistake going out too early. Alright, you could have flogged it, but they didn't flog it on 2 series. They could have easily done 1 more, maybe even 2 more, and it would still be a classic to us all. I just think Gavin and Stacey, I think they've gone out too early, but that's only my opinion. But no, I quite enjoyed it. Anyway, that's it for the Showbiz ramble. I've got nothing else to tell you Showbiz-wise, nothing else I can think of. I'll love you and leave you, and I'll catch you tomorrow.